One of the really fun episodes that I remember filming was an episode called The Halloween Dream. And we're getting ready for a Halloween party and I fall asleep and had this crazy dream about Indians and the cavalry, and we come in and save the day, and it's this real wild and wacky episode. The thing that I just remember loving about it was that even though we grew up on Little House on the Prairie and it was covered wagons and horses, and we rarely, if ever, got to ride horses just because of the insurance factor, and a kid falls off a horse and breaks an arm, you can't have that happening. So it was really sort of the rare episode that we got to be on a horse and ride horses, and my brother Patrick and I owned a couple of horses, so we grew up riding, and I just loved being on horses. It must have been 150 degrees in the shade, and the costumes, this wasn't a particularly great memory of the costumes, but the costume made an Indian outfit for Melissa and I, but they lined it with this phony, it was like a leather, but it was lined with rubber. So basically we were wearing a rubber suit in the 120-degree heat for an entire episode. I think it was, 7 days, 10 days. We probably both lost about 20 pounds. I think Men Will Be Boys was such a funny episode and just fun to watch.
Fellas, sleepy-eyed? That-a-way.
What's funnier than watching two fathers who are trying to teach a kid a lesson and really, hammer home a point that you're still just kids. And it turns out that they completely reverse the roles on him. Everything that could possibly go wrong happens to Pa and Jonathan, and it couldn't have gone better for the kids. And any lesson that they were trying to teach them gets completely lost because they go through it with flying colors, and the adults are the ones that wind up, just having a lousy time and sort of getting a lesson taught to them. Being able to work with my brother, Pat, on the show was a blast. Obviously because it was just very convenient, being able to get up in the morning and get in the same car and drive to the same set and not be on two different shows. But yeah, it was just great being able to hang out with my big brother.